Alright, here we are, live on YouTube. Finally! Hey, everything seems to be working. YouTube health is excellent. I just did a stream, sorry for that, with problems that I had no clue why. So, we're back. Anyway, we really are hoping that the weather will be cooperating with us. I really wish YouTube would cooperate with us at the moment. That's what I wish. Okay, there we are. Alright, anyway, we're hoping the weather will cooperate with us so that the background that you see, all this water and the waterfront, the rivers, the bay and all that, this is Belleville at its finest, the bay and the lake and the whole 9 yards. We have not explored yet and did videos of, but in the next week we're hoping to have some family exploration of the riverfront and some of the parks, and at least a day of that exploring. There's Canada Day. They have Canada Day celebrations at the waterfront park, and fireworks. Don't know if we'll see them, but if we do get the opportunity, I will attempt to live stream, or not live stream, but get a video recording of that. We cannot live stream yet. But I'm told it's very difficult to do fireworks by the best of them. We'll find that out, I guess. I will attempt it. I attempt a lot of things that you guys don't see because the recordings just don't work out. The other day, trying to show you the weather, lightning knocked the power out about 5-6 minutes into the stream, and poof, gone. Because we had a thunder and lightning storm last night. Went to my son's graduation, and rained before that, and it rained after. So it was pretty wet today taking the kids to school. It was sprinkling and raining harder on the way back even. Unless something changes out there, there probably will be no recordings today either. Though you never know. We don't know what's going to happen from one minute to the next here. But the air quality's been pretty poor today. It's kind of you can see the ozone's kind of thick out there. And yeah, the wildfires are still going on. The skies are not gold or orange here anymore, and stuff like that. But I'm sure many of you have been listening to the news that the smoke from the Canadian wildfires is being seen and smelt now in the UK, like it was in New York and Philadelphia and across the Atlantic coast of the United States. It's now in the UK and Europe. So yeah, that's where we're at for sure. So tomorrow's the last day of school, so there's going to be a lot more recording. I'm just hoping that the weather will cooperate. We can't be out there in the poorest air quality or the wettest of days with kids in tow. That just don't cut it. It's miserable enough being one person out there, but taking the kids out there in the rain, and then you're not going to be stopping at a park or any place to do anything. You're going to be walking the trails and whatnot. So yeah, you want it to be a nice day. You don't want it to be blazing hot, but you don't want it to be pouring rain or snow or anything else. And the weather, and I gotta tell you, because of the fire and the heat coming from the fires and stuff, it is really in control of the jet stream here more than anything. And 1 minute you could be very, very hot, near 100 degrees for anybody who understands Fahrenheit, and it can drop down to frost warnings in the blink of an eye. That's the kind of weather we're still having here, and we're going to be at the, we're just at the, how would you say, the very edge, very butt crack of summer. It hasn't even started yet. It's still winter. We're still acting like it wants to be. That's a winter want to be. I really hate to see winter because it's probably going to be summer-like. Anyway, it's it's that El Nino year, so we're, in my experience living in this area, it's usually when you get your blizzards and your multi-feet of snow is when that El Nino is out there. Usually gets massively hot or massively wet summer, one way or the other. And then you get major blizzards, or you get summer-like weather in the middle of winter. So it's going to be one extreme or another, and it gets even worse the more climate change changes things or presses against the things that are natural, so to speak. We haven't seen some really horrible winters here recently. Just days, a couple days here, a couple days there, but nothing extreme like 11, 12 years ago, where there was storms with 3 feet and 3.5 feet of snow, 4 feet of snow. Buffalo got whaled with them, but we're not that close to Buffalo. We're across the Lake Ontario. You can see us across Lake Ontario on Rochester or Syracuse. If you look, you can actually, some days, if it's clear enough, catch a glimpse of Belleville and the Bay of Quinte. If you know where to look, you sure can. So that's where we're at with this so far. I know these types of live streams are not as interesting, but they are informative, and it does give us content for our channel, which we believe is important. We are trying to push our numbers up the best we can, become monetized, so that we could actually get some better equipment and possibly get some data for purchase data, so that we can have some live streams rather than just all recorded programs and such. I'm trying to get information out of a stone here, I think. I'm trying to get some data on our live streams that I'm not seeing, and it should be pretty simple data. Like time, oh there you are. Time of the live stream is a little bitty black square with white letters in the top corner of my live. And I don't have, my desktop is where I'm streaming from, so I'm looking at a little view on my laptop or phone or whatever. So anyway, yeah, watch for us over the next coming days. We're going to be having some videos of the waterfront trails, waterfront parks, riverfront parks, riverfront trails. And hopefully the recordings can keep coming. I think the weather should be drying up. It's been pretty wet for several days. That seems to be the way it's been going. You get 2 or 3 days of cloudy weather, and then it heats up, and the summer weather comes, and it's nice for several days, and then it's nice but humid for several days, and then rain returns. So, and that's been the pattern since February here. I mean, we haven't really seen snow to speak of. We've seen spring, except for around Christmas time in January. We've seen spring weather since mid-January on through. it warms up. Of course, the temperatures are a little cooler at night, but it warms up and then cools down and warms up and cools down. Yeah, I call it fall weather. You can call it what it wants. Our green trees and our flowers and our grass and all, even in the beginning of June, have seen frost. So, yeah, we have some trees with dying branches on them and some color change that's getting blown off now from the frost that actually touched some of them. Trees and new leaves and buds that were out there. And we had a very short lilac season as well because lilacs came out just in time for the frost. We were having frost for past Mother's Day, which, yeah. So, anyway, I know these lives are not interesting. They are informative, telling you what to look for on waterfront vlogs and trips. They should be starting possibly this weekend, but by Monday at the latest. And we will be out there, recording our walks. We're going to walk whether I go to a waterfront or I just go down the street. Doesn't really matter. I'll be recording my walks. But look for the ones on the riverfront, the waterfront. We're going to be exploring them with the kids over the next week. I don't know which days. I can't say. Well, Canada Day is July 1st. That'll tell you something right there. We will definitely be seeing some part of the waterfront for Canada Day. Possibly in the day and at the night. But hard to say. Depends on the energy levels here. Sometimes they're not all that great, but other times they are overwhelming for me, at times. So I just wanted to bring you that little bit of information, keep you up to date on the fact that school is over. My son graduated yesterday. Tomorrow is my daughter's last day. Tomorrow is my son's last day too, but he's already been to his graduation last night. And then I'll be getting up probably every morning to do some type of walk. Like I said, my wife will be on vacation, so all next week we'll be free to walk and explore, and hopefully I can record the family trips and stuff. My wife doesn't all the time. She has this thing about, I don't want to be heard, but hopefully she will cooperate. There's value in the information we could provide and the history of different locations and whatnot that she has. And it's not like she's shy. She's all over TikTok and has ran her own page on Facebook, several pages for that matter, including a business. And so it's definitely not a shy thing. So we don't know what the deal is. But anyway, keep your eyes open. And we'll be around. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And keep your eyes open for our music memories that we also post. Those are going to be a regular thing here too. A lot of people like those, and a lot of people have watched and subscribed and turned on notifications for that stuff. We'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.